being born in India, it came very easy from a family tradition and a family culture, like to be able to pursue or explore some kind of spirituality. It was a part of the Indian culture and Indian families. So as I was being brought up at home by my family, my parents, they weren't like spiritual, but they had that element in them. And because that element was there, it wasn't an alien thing for me. Right. So I was exploring answers to questions, existential questions, life questions, questions like what happens after death. I didn't know. And for the very first time I attended a funeral was when I was 21 years old, is when I for the first time saw a dead body in front of me. My family didn't allow me to go for a funeral until then, you know. So these existential questions, what exists after this life ends? Or was there a life before this? You know, are we all connected in some way? Is there a purpose to life? Like Mark Twain said, didn't he, that there are two most important days in your life. One is the day you were born, and second is the day you find out why. And that existential question, why was I born? I mean, I'm born, I'm studying engineering, I have a job at Hewlett-Packard. Why am I born? Is there a purpose? Is there something more than just paying taxes? Is there something more than just earning a salary? Is there something more than just achieving that position up there? Is there something more than just having a family? Is there something more than just having a luxurious life? Is there something more? That existential question, why was I born, was there nagging me at the back of my mind. So I was exploring different paths, spiritual paths, religions, trying to find answers to these questions. And while working at Hewlett-Packard, HP, I made this simple calculation in my mind that if you were to work for an average about 8 hours a day, we spend 8 hours a day at our workplace, and if we do a 5 days work week, that's 40 hours at our workplace, spent a week. And if we work a 50-week year, 2 weeks of holidays, it's 2,000 hours at our workplace a year. And if we, on an average, work for about 45 years, it's 90,000 hours of my life are being spent at my workplace. It's a daunting number. That accounts to about 10 years of my life. And then I asked myself this question, do I see myself doing what I'm doing right now for 90,000 hours? It's paying me well, but is it fulfilling me? Is it satisfying me? This is what people just can't get today. So much about getting the numbers, but it's not about finding fulfillment as well today. So that was that question that I had. And this is what then, these two things combine, my spiritual calling and this moment of epiphany that, you know, I don't think I can see myself doing this. But the obvious question was, what do I see myself doing? And that's when I got interested in spirituality even more. It was there as a part of the family culture, but it kind of developed more, grew more within me with all these realizations and with all of this reflections and contemplation that I had in my mind as I was working. Yeah, that was the journey. It's like the last straw on the camel's back. It can't be one day. It's all a pile up. Right. It's all kind of just brewing inside. And one day, there happens to be probably that one thing. The world sees that last straw on the camel's back that makes the camel sit down. People who actually see there's been a lot on the camel's back already, and this was just the last little thing that really made the camel sit. So I really don't think it was any one thing or one day that caused that change, because I feel that if it's that one thing that makes us change, it'll probably be one thing that may take us back to something else too. You know, but if it's like deeply ingrained within ourselves, that purpose, then I feel it's sustainable. These little things that I make a shift, like it's like job hopping these days. You know, I change a job, but then I change that job and go somewhere else because I really haven't mulled over it. Mm-hmm. I haven't allowed what I'm doing to sink. So I don't think it was that one day or that one thing. It was a journey. And I feel the journey still continues. Mm. It's a journey, and it's a journey, a lifelong journey. Sometimes I tell people, why do we have to have everything figured out right away? This urge to have everything figured out, this urge to have answers to all questions. It's a beautiful journey, and things will be revealed, the curtains will be lifted slowly yet steadily, and things will get better, clearer, and probably wait till the end of our life. So I feel it's a journey.